baby. This week we have a brand new episode for you, and it's real fun. It's just us two chit-chatting where we talk about Boise again.
We only mentioned Boise at the end for a brief
we
moment.
spent an hour and a half talking about Boise. This is an extra long episode all about Boise.
No. Meatball talks about how she crashed the Queer Tea Awards. I'm on tour. I'm in beautiful Washington State. We listened to some amazing verse mails from you. And we did talk about Tyler Perry at one point and Laura Dernut.
Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you that at one point Willem was like looking for a lighter at the Queer Teas, and she turned to these two like stuck up white gay men, and she was like, "Do you guys have a lighter?" And they were like, "Ugh, no." And I went, "Ugh, remember when gays were fun?" And they both looked at me and went, "No." And they walked away, and she goes, "They must be from New York." Enjoy the episode!
Hey, it's me, Big Dipper, and if you listen to this podcast, you know I am back on the road doing shows, and I want to invite everyone in New York City to my very special show on Sunday, March 13th at Rock Bar in New York City. The show starts at 8 p.m. I'm doing a full live concert. Also on the bill that night is Chiquitita, drag icon from Brooklyn, and Eddie Wayne, another recording artist who makes amazing music. So if you want a good show, there's going to be a lot of bears there. It's going to turn into a little dance party afterwards. You can get your tickets at BigDipperTickets.com. That again is Sunday, March 13th at Rock Bar. The show starts at 8 p.m. and you can get your tickets at BigDipperTickets.com. Rock Bar is a very awesome, very sexy, very intimate venue. So if you're thinking about coming, get your tickets before they sell out. Bye.
Forever. Dog.
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with us. Sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536.
Same.
9180. Or email us sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Hi, you sloppy, you stupid little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you dirty little fucks, you stupid little fucks. Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball. I'm Meatball and that's Big Dipper. I do have a cough. It's not COVID. I think it's just I've been through a lot of different climates recently.
Oh, yeah?
And it gave me a little bit of a throat
Do
thing.
you need a lozenge?
No. I have coffee and like 3 LaCroix. I'm ready.
I'm feeling very Nikki Blonsky right now. I'm in beautiful Olympia, Washington.
She's from Baltimore.
No, she herself is not from Baltimore. No, I'm saying, remember the iconic
the
hotel video?
Hotel. Yes.
Why don't you tell
I
the
see
people?
now because you looked out the window. Remember?
I'm like, it's so gorgeous here because there's like pine trees. It's literally just a parking lot and a highway. And then there
was a minute where she got famous again just because she was like naive on the internet. She was too pure for the internet.
Well, run me the idea here.
Run me the idea. So Dipper's on tour, so I'll be doing the talking today. And what
do you mean I can't have a conversation?
Nikki Blonsky got flued out somewhere, and they put her up in a regular hotel room. Like, wasn't a suite.
Regular?
It was regular. And she gave a hotel tour of a room that is just the regular bathroom. Maybe there was a sofa, but I don't think there was. And then a bed. And then she goes, "And my beautiful view." And she opened the window, and it was just like a field, and then what appeared to be like someone's backyard.
Right, you like knew that there was like a Carl's Jr. right there.
Yeah, like you could see. It was one of those situations where it's like, oh, you just find beauty anywhere.
And she must have been on PCP or something. Wasn't there? Like she was delusional.
I don't think she was ever on drugs.
But
no, she was weird. But this just reminds me because the other day I saw a tweet from her where she was like, at Lindsay Lohan, "Hey, I texted you. You didn't respond." Or maybe it was Amanda Bynes. Either way, and then the next day, Amanda Bynes tweeted, "If I'm ignoring your text, please don't try to contact me on Twitter. I'm not interested."
Um, didn't she also like in that same hotel video? Didn't she like show the TV and she was like, "My beautiful TV," and it was like
Yes, she talked about
just
the room
the
like it was like
regular-
it was a regular hotel room.
like you're
And I've
probably-
stayed at some pretty nice hotels that were like regular hotels, so I understand where she's coming from. It just
But-
feels nice sometimes.
I bet her
But that was, like,
trailer.
A Hilton Inn Express.
I bet her trailer was nicer than that hotel room on Hairspray.
Here's the
Anyhow.
thing: she's known nothing as good as Hairspray since Hairspray. She
Does
was
she
a
do
legit
other things?
celebrity for a minute. I think she's like popped up in things, but like she's never been the main character again, you know?
But she,
And that's dark.
yeah, I guess Marissa Jarrett Whitcomb's really sort of did the outshining when it comes to the modern day Tracy Turnblatts. No thoughts?
Wait, which one was she? Was she the one from the
She
movie?
She did Broadway. Oh, are you having trouble remembering her?
Yeah. Wait, but Melissa Jarrett Whittaker isn't that famous either. But she's been in more things.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
know her from like being on more television stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Poor Nikki Blonsky.
So what?
Let's talk about you. Let's talk about what's being on.
so
What's
what?
it like being on the?
what-
Wait. Let's talk about one thing. Look what I'm.
Oh
holding.
my God! All right, Meatball, what do you have there?
I'm holding the Queerty Award. Now, am I supposed to have it? Definitely not.
Who knows?
It was just when the event was over.
It was still in
Willem
your
and I.
hands.
I parked in front of Willem's studio, and so we like Ubered back to the studio together. It was like 2 blocks, and then I got out, and instead of giving it to her, I feel like I remember being like, "I'm just gonna keep it," and I think she was like, "Okay," or I didn't say anything, and I just kept it.
Girl, did she pay you dust the whole time y'all hung out?
Yeah, she did not want to be with me at all. She like it's very clear that she like doesn't like me all that much. But it was like
No!
fun. I was being like super annoying.
Well, it was probably that, because what I will say is that you are one of the first names that always comes up anytime we're thinking about a project. She's always like, "How about Meatball?" So she doesn't not like you.
No, it was just like literally I know what my shtick is at award shows.
Screaming.
It's being the most annoying person there. Now, did I know I went to the Queerties to accept this award? Did I know that we were gonna win? No. Had I known, would I have been on better behavior? Yes.
I didn't know you guys were gonna win either.
I think Willem did maybe because
once you got there.
once we got there, because she knows the guy who like runs the show or who like
Oh.
wrote the
So he knew the
teleprompter
winners
stuff.
because he wrote.
So he knew the winners. Yeah. So I think we knew the minute we were like sitting up by the stage and they started giving out the awards. But up until then, Mama, when I fell out of the Uber because I couldn't get out of because that hair was so big.
The hair was big.
Like,
and
there was
you had
3
some
people-
shoes on, Diva.
Oh, I had some high heels on. Now, I had to get into the car and out of the car like an animal. When I slid out of the car, I went.
And how's that different from any other day?
Because I don't wear a wig in a car usually. So I had to slide out crotch first, and 3 people on the sidewalk were like, "Can we help you?" And I was like, "There's literally nothing you can do to help me. There's nothing you can do to get me out of this car." Then we walked up to the thing, and there was like a slight line to get in. But I was smart, and I brought COVID tests for me and Willem, so we didn't have to test there. We could like test at her studio and then just walk in. And I walked up to these people full volume and went, and I can't do an impression. You know I'm not an impressionist. I went, "I am Alaska Thunderfuck 5000. Please allow me entrance." And they were like, "Oh, okay, Alaska." And they were all smiling, and I was like, they have no clue who Alaska is. Like, they wouldn't know anybody. They were just paid interns to be there. And so they give me my
Oh, got it.
wristband, and I, like, walk in, and I see a line for the step and repeats, and I look at Willem, and I was like, "Are we supposed to wait in this line?" And Willem goes, "Yeah, I guess so." And I was like, "But I'm Alaska. I'm nominated for 3 awards." And I walked to the front of the line and cut everybody off and went, "It's me, Alaska Thunderfuck 5000. I'm nominated for 3 awards and I would like to do my interviews now." And so they were like, "Oh, yes, Alaska." And they literally let me cut. And as we're cutting off someone who's on network television. Willem's like, "We're not supposed to cut this guy. Like, he's a big deal." And the guy goes, "It's fine. You can go ahead." And like gave me a look like I was already wasted. I hadn't even had a drink yet. We do the step and repeats. And then I just start screaming at people.
What'd you say? What'd you scream?
Well, I saw Denali, and I almost jumped into the water fountain thing, but I was like, in case I do win an award later, I shouldn't be wet.
You're really leading with these eyes here. I mean, Alaska was literally traveling and couldn't be at the award. You went in her stead. We thought it would be a funny goof for the photos.
And it was a funny goof for the photos. And I will say there was a couple moments where I was like, these people take this award show very seriously.
Honey.
And you are making a mockery of it.
Well,
I met Mr. Queerties, the guy who runs the event. Can't tell you his name. Maybe. He was like, "Thank you so much for doing this. We're all excited to see this." And I was like, "Well, you're looking at it."
Well, maybe if you had some better decorum, our show would get nominated again. Because, we only got that one nomination.
We got that one nomination. But that was
when
when we were doing some more of those investigative journalism.
Okay, speaking of, I have my Twitter window open here.
Did you see that our good friend 75 Loads beat his 24-hour record this weekend in Atlanta, Georgia?
I was going to bring that up, yes. What are the numbers clocking in at?
From what I saw last night, it was like 86.
Well, honey,
and then I got an update this morning from
100. Do you see it? 100 and
the last I saw was at 10 a.m. It was at 100. So no, I don't know.
Well, she beat it. It's 108 in 30 hours. Now, if we made a T-shirt that said 108 in 30 hours. Would you wear it?
No.
Okay. Let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off. Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
Now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I, too, have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get a 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix.
Okay, something about me. I love shopping. If you love shopping too, you have to check out Rakuten.
And all you have to do is shop, 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 shop. And with Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy.
Exactly. Homeware, daily essentials, jeans. We're talking eBay, CVS, and even Levi's.
Ooh, so I can buy a vintage couch, tons of paper towels, and grab a new pair of jeans and still get cash back.
And that's not all. You can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
But Big Dipper, how does this magic work?
Well, I'll tell you. Rakuten is paid by partner stores to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to you, the member.
Rakuten is so real for that.
Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. Don't you want to become one of them?
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app and start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
Okay,
And we're back. Oh, you got Voodoo Donut.
I got a whole biggity box.
Okay, so tell me, how has this tour been? I just can't imagine eating that many sweets. I'd rather like a box of fried chicken.
Yeah, or like
I
a
like a
box of
savory.
ribs. Well, I share. I mean, this box was I shared it with the band. So, how's tour going? I'm old. I'm out of practice.
I saw you started this podcast by taking a couple Tylenol. You
you
don't
really?
even drink.
My body. No, it's about body ache.
Now I will tell you, I
Let me
did
see
go
your body
ache. Body ache. I did go into your Instagram tagged photos to see.
None. No one's taking any pictures.
No, there's a couple of you in
okay.
your new costumes.
Oh, sure. We say new costumes. They're newly constructed. They look like all of my
They look
jumpsuits
exactly
I've
like the
ever-
other ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
I literally was like, I thought he got new stuff.
Well, it's new to me and it's new colors, but my friend Clay, who made me the jumpsuits, he has like a pattern he makes for those like superhero jumpsuits. But the overalls with fringe on them are super cute.
Yes.
And then there's like a big
Actually, I didn't see that.
oversized-
I saw 2 oversized shirts and then
There's a big,
the
an oversized
superhero.
muumuu, fringy overalls, and then
I'm
the
just
superhero
get
outfit.
eyes on these fringe overalls.
What'd you say?
Said I'd love to get eyes on these fringe overalls. Oh.
I'll text you a little picky of it. I'll text you a picky of it. It's been good. It's been very exhausting. Not to like get into it too much, but I basically woke up
Oh,
and
I see the overalls. I didn't realize. I thought that was another loose. I see it, black
You
and red.
you see the overalls. Yeah, it's a pink undertone with like a sheer black fringe.
You're just
on
wearing
top.
like a large shirt beneath it, so I couldn't tell. It looked
Yes.
like one. Yeah,
yeah.
but I'm sure in if I was there, it would look different.
let me be honest with you. I'm working through something. Like, I'm gonna be fully transparent, and I'm like figuring it out. Like, oh yeah, this is what it is. And the other thing is, like, I'm so used to a club performance where you only get 5 or 8, if I push my time, minutes up on the stage, and so it's it's a live performance that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 punch, one thing after the other after the
Yeah.
other. At a concert, you've got time. You know what I mean? You like do one song and then you vibe on another, and like I've been playing with this band. I mean, Man on Man, they're a wall of sound. They like play guitars and a synth, and they have these like really good like vocals and harmonies, and like it's like a show where you're listening to the music. And every time I'm on stage, I'm like, I feel like I need to deliver a music video of like what I'm
Mm.
doing, and I'm like retraining my brain that it's okay to just like not do a costume
Relax.
change,
Yeah.
do a song for 2.5 minutes, and then do another one.
Yeah.
But girl, my computer glitched out on me. I couldn't get my projections to work. I'm so used to like people like
Didn't you just get a new computer?
it did, but during the show, as I'm triggering the tracks, the little spinning rainbow pinwheel came up. And I went over to the computer, and I had restarted it just before the show. And I went over to the computer, and I saw that, and I looked at the crowd, and I was like, "You guys, I got the spinning wheel. You know what I'm talking about. So you might be here. Anyone have any questions?" I couldn't trigger the music because the
Any
computer
questions
was
for the pod?
and some guy yelled out, and he said, "Are you single?" And I said yes. And he was like, "What are you doing tonight?" And I was like, "I'm doing this, motherfucker." But here's an interesting story. That
How
same
many people have asked where I am?
a few. I mean, they know that they're. I'll tell you this: most of the people are there for Man on Man. A lot of people are excited that I'm there as well, but I'm like the bonus. I'm the cherry on top. I'm not the main course. And some people have said some kind things about you, but you're not nearly as much as when I was in Palm Springs. I'll tell you that much.
I gotta go.
You gotta go.
What if I just logged out?
You're like, bye.
Bye. Okay. What were you gonna say?
This man came up to me, and it was the same man who's called out, "Are you single?" And he came up to me, and he was like, "Hey, how are you? I was the one who called that out." And he was like, "You stayed at my house 10 years ago." I was like, "What's that now?" So I guess a decade ago or so, maybe 9 years, when I was in Portland, I somehow ended up staying at this guy's house with his ex-husband. And I mean, him and his ex-husband put me up at the house. And then in the morning, he was like, "And then we drove you to the airport."
Sounds like you.
And I looked at him and I was like, "Did I suck your dicks?" He was like, "No. So I've come to collect."
Sounds like you.
I have
Sounds
no
like
memory of this.
you.
That's it. That was my story. You've never crashed somewhere?
If they're expecting sex, they get it.
I don't know that they were expecting sex, and let's be real, I was way less promiscuous and slutty when I started my performance
Journey.
journey.
We gotta take this on the road. You know what I'm saying?
The silence.
Yeah. Just a long pause.
I
We
go,
gotta get us on the road. I bet
you have
we
any
could fill a
topics?
theater.
You have any topics?
I do have some time.
No, I'm just fucking with you. We yes, you and I let's we spoke on the phone about this. We are going to take this show on the road. Probably this year, maybe early next year. I want to plan it really nice. I want to do a theater, and I want I want people to not have to wear masks. So I think we need
Yeah.
to wait it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to invent our live touring vibe inside of a mask mandate.
That's not for me, baby.
Right. Like, we
I could
need to
never
be
be
able to
me.
spit into each other's mouths and share food and do like a Lady and the Tramp contest in the audience.
Yeah.
Wait, so you did the queer teas and then what happened? You
What do
slept
you
for
mean?
2 days?
Oh yeah, I was out cold. I didn't do anything. I forgot to make a couple phone calls that I was supposed to make. And um that was it. I went to have you ever been to an outlet mall?
Yeah. What do you mean?
I just didn't I guess I had never really been to an outlet mall. I didn't understand.
Which did you go to?
I went to the Citadel because I got
Okay.
some new information from our good friend Fina Barbital that
About
the
wigs?
the Adidas store there
Adidas.
had all the overstock of the Ivy Park stuff.
Oh, the red,
And
the Valentines?
yeah, they had all the red stuff there. I mean, that stuff, none of that was in my size. I luckily got the velour tracksuit off of the actual store before they sold out of them. So they were like, those aren't coming. But I got this matching set. They just had a bunch of the stuff, and I was like, yeah, I like the Ivy Park stuff, and it always sells out. So I went there, and they had it in all the extended sizes.
That is so cool. I not to bring it back to me, but I have been running into all these issues because like almost immediately in Portland, all of my big sizes of merch sold out. So I'm like selling Chunkita shirts and I only have mediums and smalls left. And I like triple ordered the numbers of double XL and triple XL and they're all sold out. And I feel so bad. I'm like up there showing off my big body and my belly. I'm like, come get a thickie shirt. Come get a Chunkita shirt.
But only for you tiny little bitches.
Yeah. It's like, why did I even order the smalls?
I don't know. That's how I felt. I'm still sitting on like the first iteration of those meatball shirts with like my face inside the frame. I still have 2 smalls and like 3 extra smalls.
That's it? 5 shirts you're concerned with?
Yeah, but it's just like, where are my skinny fans? Where are my tiny bitches?
If you're a tiny bitch, DM Meatball and she will send it to you for free.
Go to my big cartoon.
She'll
I'm not
sit
trying to
on the
send
shirt.
nothing for
She'll
free.
fart into it.
Fart in it, baby.
And she'll pack it in a Ziplocky bag and she'll send it to you if you're a small person.
And if you bought my fart in a jar,
Ooh.
well,
Can you report
and
back?
if you, yeah, can you tell me like what it smelled like? Because I didn't put anything in there. It was just like a couple farts in one jar.
Not a couple. How do you put a couple in?
You like take it off and hold it right up to the cheeks.
It seeps out. If you're reloading that jar, it's seeping out.
But in practice, it made it, and it lasted like 3 days because I tested it.
Wait. So you waited 3 days and then you opened it and smelt it and you were like, I know
I
who
opened it
dealt
and
it.
I didn't have to smell it. It smelt itself. It came out. I wasn't like looking for the scent. It found me.
She chased you around the room.
She chased me around the room.
Deb looked at you, fell over, played dead. She was like, Mom,
I
you
was like,
next.
I'm over it.
All right, let's take a break.
We got to take a break and then we're going to get back with some phone calls. Now, here's the soothing sound of me chewing on the Queerty Award.
Why are you chewing on it?
And we're back.
Do you know that YouTube video that's like, I don't really want to do the work today. I don't want to
really
do the work today. What is that from?
It's from a musical called Firebringer, I think. And it was by a group of people that put on a bunch of musicals that they write and produce themselves.
Firebringer musical, and you can just stream it for it's 2 hours and 14 minutes.
Yes. And that's
Wow,
just
you
one
really
part of it.
did know that.
Yes, I do know theater.
And it was 2016, and no
Yes,
one is
that's
like,
been a thing around for forever.
well, 6 years, and no one is
Well,
like,
it was on. Remember Vine? Remember good old Vine?
yeah, but I'm saying this is saying it was published in 2016, so it could only have been around for 6 years.
Go on. I like when you're hungover, even though you don't drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like
Whatever this version of you is.
tired.
Girl, that's what I was thinking about because I'm getting ready for that tour in April.
Tour.
And I was like,
She
you know
tore
what?
it,
She torrid. She shops at the big girl store.
honey. She shops at
That's torrid.
Torrid.
Torrid. And I just thought like last weekend is a perfect. That was like a primer for what that tour will be. It'll just be show, bus, show, bus, show,
Sure.
day off, show, bus. So I was
But
like, okay,
you'll
I
also
can't
be
drink like I was. I can't smoke weed like I was. Like I have to really be focused.
You'll also be doing Halloween in the spring.
Well, see, I don't know. I'm about to. This week is the week that I have to like get like the designers for the costumes and the hair started making because I want it to actually look nice this time. But I don't know if I'm gonna do a Halloween.
Well, you can do. Did you see the Christmas Queens show?
No.
Brooklyn came
Wasn't.
out and was like, honestly, I tried to do a Christmas number and I just hated it. So here's Rain on My Parade. And she fucking slayed.
She
Wait, did she do Rain on My Parade or Rose's Turn? Maybe she did Rose's Turn.
She doesn't strike me as a Rose's Turn. She's a young ingenue.
No, what do they do for Rose's Turn? What are the lines in that song?
Mama's gotten loud. Mama's that.
Oh no, it's not that. Don't.
I
is
mean,
it
like
that?
that's Don't Rain on My Parade.
She basically came out and did something, and then she did the Celine Dion version of what's the song from Christmas that's like, fall on your knees.
Know a lot about Christmas music
Night
for
Divine.
Jewish.
Night
Man.
Divine. And the whole time
That's
she
not
did
the
it,
name of that song.
she looked gorgeous, amazing, incredible, show-stopping. And she rolled her eyes the whole time. And it was a hilarious thing.
Good for
Because
her.
she was
But see,
giving
there's
like
no, like-
pageant beauty, perfect emotional lip sync. And then every time they would talk about the night when Christ was born, she would roll her eyes because she hates Christmas. But she was on the Christmas tree store. Oh. You cleaning out your phone with that pressed air?
Now I gotta tell you, I saw a man steal from Target the other day, and there was. Here, can I explain to what happened?
Sure.
I was looking for a dongle, to connect.
I hate dongles.
Me too, but I bought one of those little mini mics like you did, and it needs a dongle to plug into my phone. Does yours need a dongle?
She's a dongle queen.
It's the exact same one. Okay, so I go to buy a dongle. No one's there to help. I go find somebody in like the men's section, and I was like, hey, can someone come over to electronics and help me find a dongle? And they were like, yeah. And I wait for 5 minutes, and nothing happens. Then a very sketchy man in a hoodie comes over and starts asking if I work there. Mind you, I'm not in a red shirt. I'm just standing there looking for a dongle. And
You
he-
give Target, though.
Leave me, dude.
No.
So he asked me some weird questions like, do you work here? Do you know where this is? I was like, no, I'm looking for a dongle. Do you know where the dongles are? And he was like, no. So he turns a corner, and then I hear a loud crash after I'm like still looking through the electronics. And then I'm like, should I go look at what that was? Like, it sounds like something fell. And then I just heard him like screaming something and running. And I look around the corner, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 3 Target employees arrive. There's an empty like plastic case, and he had stolen air duster. But there was 3 employees there, each on their walkie-talkie saying the same thing. So I was like, oh, this is a prime time for me to be like, hey, can one of you help me find a dongle? They ignored me.
Well, they
Three
were dealing with
people.
the theft.
It doesn't take 3 people to deal with one thing. One person can call security and say, hey, the other person can see me standing there and help me. Also, how'd they get there so fast? They knew I was looking for a dongle. A call had been made. So I clapped.
What do you mean you clapped?
I went, which one of you can help me find a dongle? And when I told Michael I clapped, he was like, I can't talk to you right now.
Do you, like, did Nikki teach you these tactics of how to behave in public?
No.
Nikki, your mother. We're talking about your mother.
No, I don't think she did. I think...
Who taught you to clap at someone who is trying to solve a problem that they don't personally care about?
3 of them.
And you're saying
And I must say, some girl walked up, all he stole was air duster. And I will say, before I clapped or said anything, this random girl walked up and asked one of them for help. And they pointed and they went, it's going to be in this, like the 3rd aisle over. So when I'm standing there, like on the other side of the aisle, I think, hey, where's the dong? Excuse me. Excuse me.
Don't say excuse me. You clapped at them.
Where can I find a dongle? And he pointed and he goes, they're over there, but they're more expensive than the Apple ones. Dongle, $42.
No.
So I went to Best Buy. Guess what? I walked in, I said, where's a dongle? 3 people to help me.
Oh, so your team BB.
I think Target's trash. There, I'll say it.
You got a voicemail for us to listen to?
Yeah.
Don't. You clapped at a human who was just trying to work.
3 humans who weren't working.
They were trying to solve the case of the missing air duster.
Okay, now how do I do this?
Hi, Dipball and Meter. This is Nathan. I'm listening to y'all's Bye episode, and I would have to agree with everyone, and it is the most boring one that I've heard, listened for years now. And what's boring is that he's talking about biphobia and how people question whether he's straight or gay, but then he's literally doing the same thing. He's being a hypocrite with the people that straight men that he is married, that he's having threesomes with. He's sitting here doing the same thing towards them. I'm just like, what are we doing here? Anyways, love the show. Bye!
Oh, get how he
Oh.
did that?
Why couldn't you have stayed calm for once instead of flying off the handle? I hope
Why is that?
The first
Why
thing
is that the first thing that came up? Because it was recently added, and I put that in one of my mixes recently, but I had to download it again.
Alphaba. Gag
That's
on that.
funny.
I liked the wordplay at the end when they said, bye. I'm talking about bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Okay. You thought it was boring. I guess my one critique of your critique is it was boring because it was hypocritical. I think it was just, in your mind, it was boring, and then it was also hypocritical.
Yeah. So a double negative.
Well, I guess you put one on the meatball board for that one.
There's a lot more than one for that one.
Oh, God.
Hey, Meatball. Hey, Dipper. I was just listening to your interview with Zobo about bisexuality in the gay community.
Oh, you really came to play today, Meatball.
I'm kind of with
No, this one isn't
Meatball
really
where
about
it's
that.
not really a thing that is seriously discriminated against anymore, I believe. I think the bigger issue is gay and queer spaces hiring straight for pay guys, guys who are clearly fully heterosexual, on the record for being heterosexual, has a wife and kids, but is still go-go dancing and taking spots from just as hot but actually queer dudes, go-go dancing, sex work, etc. So I think that's the conversation. Thoughts?
Alphaba. I think about this all the time because I think the spaces that I see it most are the queer spaces that don't actually care about queer culture at all. Like, am I gonna do it? Like the Abbey, they have like so many straight go-go dancers.
Right.
And I'm not sure that it like really bothers me that much. I haven't really put thought into it other than I'm just like, yeah, it's a straight guy who's like obviously comfortable enough with gay people to like perform here and let them touch them. So
Well, I
I'm
think
not
it's
if I'm for or against it. I just have never thought about it.
I think it's interesting also because like the idea and the definition of queer is really sort of evolving, especially I think with young people, folks in Gen Z. A lot of people are like socially queer and like they sort of see themselves as queer in their friend group. But
Mhm.
if you break it down to like the gender they identify as and who they are sleeping with, it's like they're straight people, but they're sort of in a queer space and they live their life with a queer mentality. And so the more and more that happens, the more it's hard to sort of go in and really categorize each person as like, oh, you're actually gay, you're gay for pay, you're this, you're that, all these different things,
Yeah.
right? So for me, I think the Abbey is a really interesting example. I've been to the Abbey, I believe, 3 times in my entire life. And one time it was closed and we were filming something and I went with Willem. So I don't have any experience there. I have heard many, many things about transphobia at the Abbey, about straight people working there and being weird about being objectified or hit on by gay people. I've
Mhm.
heard tell. I have no firsthand experience of, no factual information about it. But I do think it's an interesting thing because um it reaffirms internalized homophobia and bigotry within the community because you're saying the hot straight bartender or the hot straight go-go dancer who allows the gays to sort of fondle and admire them for money, you're basing your self-worth on whether or not they give you attention. And it's like that has nothing to do with anything.
I don't know if that's what this person is saying.
Well, they're saying it's problematic to have gay for pay people in queer spaces, and I think one of the reasons it's problematic is because it like reinforces our own internalized bullshit because we're like adoring straight people.
Oh yeah, and then there it is. I was like, I'm trying to figure out why it would be a problem, and that explains it. Yeah, because it's that whole like, it's the Sean Cody of it all. It's just like white straight men who aren't now they're all pretty much gay, but like
Well, and it's also like we are
it's
trying to uplift and celebrate and embrace queer sexuality, and then we're saying like, oh, the best version of this is but from a not queer person. It's just like, give a queer person the job and let it be a safer space. But again, if that straight person is in the queer community, they just like go home and they're in a straight relationship, is that an issue?
yeah, because like, what if they're an ally, and what if they just like the attention from men, but like that they won't
Right. I think the only issue is when they're like, if they're a
flirting with
go-go
you and
dancer and they're
pretending.
like, you gotta hand me it in my hand. You can if it like infringes on the
Oh no,
job.
no! I let the go-go's that work for me know they're touching cock tonight, boys.
Do you say that out loud?
No, I don't. I actually I barely even give them rules. Like I have them there to dance between the acts, but I'm like, just do whatever you want. Like a couple of go-go's I've hired, I've gone for like a lap around the bar in between acts and just seen them talking to their friends, and I'm like, listen, at least they brought people. Like I was like, at least people are here for you. I don't really care. But if you're
Well,
not
don't
sweaty when
advertise that. You're gonna get a
true,
whole
true.
bunch
But
of...
if you're not sweaty when you come back into that dressing room, I'm gonna have a problem with you. You're gonna get docked
Yeah, well, if I were to go dance, all I'd have to do is walk around the bar once and I'd be full of sweat.
and full of COVID. Next call.
Hey, Big Dipper and Meatball. I'm literally in the middle of listening to this
Is
Tuesday
this
podcast.
Kurt from
And you
Glee?
keep calling the segment Snack
Bibi.
Time. Bibi, it's called Food Break. How can you not know your own segment? Food
right.
Break.
Oh, yes.
Anyways, I'm excited for it to come back. Love you.
Well, I think it was
Bye.
we called it snack time because of the other podcast.
We previously it is a minorly known fact that we had previously had a previous engagement with another network in which we had a podcast.
Another network that I saw at the Queer Teas.
Okay,
and
where?
they saw me win an award.
Okay. Not you. You did not win.
I am Alaska. I was a nightmare. A couple points, I saw Willem side-eyeing me, and I was like, I've gone too far.
She was like,
but I can't stop.
The idea has eaten itself. Okay, so on the previous show, we had, was it called Sex Stories and Snack Time?
Yeah, sex stories, snack time.
And then we, instead of the S's, we changed it to F's. Oh my God.
F's. Oh my goodness.
We changed it to F's. So then it's called Food Break and Fuck
Talk.
Talk.
Food break, yeah.
Speaking of food break, let's take a break right now. You see how I did that?
Eat your Dernut. Laura Dernut. Please welcome to the stage, Laura Dernut.
I love
Doesn't
that.
make any sense.
That's like if Tyler Perry as Medea went to a drag club and saw a white drag queen with like stringy hair and was like, "Your name must be Laura Dernut" as Medea. Was that a good Medea impression I just did? Just like a boppy old Southern lady. Did you watch the new Medea movie?
No, I haven't watched it yet, but I saw the clip of her as Beyonce, and then there was like a lot of Twitter discourse being like, Medea really is just like RuPaul for straights.
RuPaul for straights. Well, it
Christians.
is interesting because I think when Tyler Perry first had that huge, when Tyler Perry really leapt from stage to screen, right? Like obviously very successful career touring around stage plays.
Yeah.
And then when the Medea movies started happening, of course, a lot of people were talking about rumors of him being gay because he does
Because he does
drag.
faggy shit.
Was that? What'd you say?
Because he does faggy shit.
But like, it is interesting. Isn't Dame Edna, like OG purple hair drag queen, a
Like
straight person?
A straight transphobic man? Yeah.
Giggity gag.
Did I tell you about the time I was living in New York and my roommate at the time worked at like the New York Post or something, and we got tickets to go see her opening night of her Broadway show. Or like, and it wasn't opening night, maybe it was previews, but it was bad. Like
the Dame Edna show?
bad. Yeah, the Dame Edna music. Well, yeah, it was just like she was just sitting in the center of the stage for the entire thing, and like kept forgetting her lines, and would just like try to vamp, and no one was laughing. Someone fell asleep. It was not a good show. And I had, up until that point, had like thought that Dame Edna was like hilarious. Sometimes you see how the sausage is made, and then you don't want it.
They say don't meet your heroes, so log off.
You know who's funnier is Dina Martina, and I think
Dina mother fudging Martina.
Add her to the guest list, although she probably doesn't do interviews.
I know, I've tried. She's like, nar, thank you. Do you have another
Next
voicemail?
Hello, Meatball and Dipper. I've had this question for a long time and I've wanted to call in, but I felt embarrassed by it. So I'm a non-binary person, definitely leaning towards the trans mask side of it. And my dream would be able to go cruising, like truly like a gay man, because that's, if I had to ascribe myself to any gender outside of non-binary, like I truly feel like a gay man at heart, but I'm not sure how to go about that because I feel like I for sure wouldn't be accepted, and I already know there's a lot of trans mask people who get shit on for being on Grindr or apps like that, and so I've definitely steered away from that because I feel like the second I get any sort of negative interaction, I'm just going to be like, nope, I'm good. But yeah, I definitely don't want to die without having had the opportunity to cruise. Also, I definitely feel like a switch, but I feel more like a top. I feel like I've been a bottom out of obligation. But yeah, any advice, any conversation about this would truly be beneficial to me, and probably other people too. So thank you. Goodbye.
Dipper?
So I am going to Seattle tonight, and this is very interesting. I went upon an internet search, and I looked at Seattle, and tonight there is an event at the Steamworks Bathhouse called Genderfuck. All gender inclusive play party celebrating the transgender fluid and non-binary community. Free membership for all trans customers from 10 p.m. until 4 a.m. And I know that, the conversation was more about like cruising out in the world and like having that moment, but this could be a way where it's sort of like inclusive, empowering, and safe
Yeah.
to vibe out that idea. And a bathhouse is a different thing. There's going to be way more nudity. A lot of people are going to be like, it's going to be less like you're sizing someone up out in the world and sort of playing with it. It's like everyone in that space is kind of ready for sex in some way, shape, or form.
Yes.
But I thought that was cool. And I have, hope that more spaces like that exist that are a little more inclusive in general. What do you think?
I would agree. I was going to say something similar. I was like, find a cruising spot that you feel safe in, or that you've heard from other people in your community is open to that. Because the worst part about cruising is being rejected, I feel.
Yes.
So you really, and like if your first time is in a space where it's just that you just feel like you're uncomfortable to begin with before even stepping in, it's going to taint the whole experience. So I think maybe like Dipper is saying, like find parties for that that are geared towards people of your community.
Well,
and like mix and match the community too.
Mix and match. I actually have two things I want to say about cruising. I have noticed that I sometimes get frustrated when I'm cruising people or I'm at a sex party and I want something, because I have such a fear of rejection. I never make the first move. I will follow someone around. I will make strong eyes at them. I will nod at them. I will put my hands down my pants, and I'll bet you'll feel nuts. Yes, I'm Siskel. Yes, I'm Ebert. And you're getting 2 thumbs up. You've had enough of 2-hand touch. You're out of bounds. You like it rough. I want you smothered. Want you covered like my Waffle House hash browns. Remember that song?
No.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. But that's what that song is.
Well,
Bloodhound Gang. And so I'll do all of those things, but I will like not walk over and reach out and touch someone because I don't want to get rejected. So that fear of rejection is like, that's intense. I do think if you have a friend that you are sexual with, that you get sexy with, who likes the idea of cruising, you should go cruise in public with them. But let me just say this. The cruise is not a kiki moment. When I have seen people who are clearly like they have their wing person for a little cruise moment, and they're like going, Matt, where are you? Or they'll like bump into one another and they'll be like,
well, I know that to be true. Remember when I was in Amsterdam, baby, down there screaming?
And then, or
Andrew,
they'll bump into one another and they'll be like, oh my God, that dude has the fattest dick. And you're like, bro, like, just let the vibe be the vibe, girl. You don't need to like text each other about it or like have like a little unspoken language. I just don't like when people get loud, and I also don't.
Let's get loud. I think maybe that's why I'm not good at cruising, because I'm always like, hey, Over there.
Look over there. It's also like, I like the vibe to be the vibe. You know what I mean? I like it to be a little low key. I don't like it to be talkative. I don't like it to be like giggly. I want it to feel like we're here to do sex.
Absolutely. But have fun with it. Make it your own.
Have fun and make it your own.
So I guess at the end of the day, I honestly do
dolls are
think
the
if you have
dolls.
if you do have a sexy friend, you could make it fun to be like, do you want to meet at the park like separately and like create your own cruising experience? And maybe people around will watch and join in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make it feel spontaneous.
I definitely have some friends who are like, take me out and fuck me in the woods so that people see I'm down to get fucked, and then you like open the door.
Yes.
Hi, Slops. Calling in from Chicago. And not to beat a dead horse, but I think Liza with a Z lends itself to the great Boise debate. All right, here we go. It's Boise with an S, not Boise with a Z, because Boise with a Z goes Z, not S. It's S instead of Z, C instead of Z. It's simple as can be. See, Boise. Anyways, goodbye.
Wait, and then there's this one. Oh. What? Come on,
La
Avril.
la 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 la. The Taco Bell meat is not vegetarian. Even in Boise and in Baltimore it's meat. I'm really hungry. Give me Bucci get to eat. Yeah. Goodbye.
I'm really hungry. Give me Bucci
Bucci
cat to eat. I'm gonna say, you know what? Consider that stolen. Bucci cat to eat. I'm putting that in a song.
You're going to do it to la 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 la.
I'm on the hunt for some Bucci cat to eat. Yo.
Okay, and those are the last two.
I want to hear the Boise with the C, Boise with the S, not Boise with the Z.
S.
I know, I'm sorry. I want to hear that sung at full volume because she really snuck away from her work desk after she had.
That was in the bathroom at work.
She was like spending all day like not doing accounts receivable, like writing the parody, and then stuck into the desk. She was like, it's Boise with the S, not Boise with the Z.
Because Boise with the S goes
not
Z.
I love that. All right. Well, thank you all so much for listening. I'm here in beautiful Olympia with the most amazing view of a parking lot. And, I'm just feeling like, good morning, Washington.
And I'm here in Los Angeles where it's about to rain with my Queerty Award that I won. Listen to me chew it one more time.
You didn't win it. Why don't you hit us with the outro?
All right, thank you so much for listening to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com, or you can call in with a fuck talk story, or just to chat, or to sing a song, or to ask us questions to 213-536-9180. You can follow us on Instagram at SlobbyPod. Our personal Instagrams are Spiciest Meatball and Big Dipper Jelly. You can follow us on Twitter at Big Dipper Jelly and Fat Drag Meatball, or on TikTok, Big Dipper Jelly and Meatball the Drag Queen. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday. Good. Bye. It was pretty good until the end. Bye.
Doodle-doo-doo, forever dog.
To listen to Sloppy Seconds ad-free and one day early, sign up for Forever Dog Plus at foreverdogpodcast.com/plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Music, editing, and sound design by William Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, Joe Cilio, Brett Boehm, and Alex Ramsey.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.